Hustle Report with Jason Malone, presented by Clicks Media.
Now here's your host.
So today I want to talk about how you can use a Shopify or a Squarespace or any other e-commerce platform to establish your online brand and start you on your path towards financial freedom. One of the cool things about these platforms is that you're able to literally take an idea that's in your head, spend a little bit of time in terms of organizing it, get it up onto a website, establish your product, and then there you are on your way to generating sales and getting your brand in front of potentially millions and millions of customers. Now, I must harp on the fact that previously, literally, this was not as easy and as simple as it is today, right? Previously, if you wanted to build a website, you had to have some familiarity with code or have access to a developer where you can get your website, get your idea up and running and off the ground. However, nowadays you don't even need that. You don't even need to know how to code or anything like that. You just need to have an organized structure to your idea, and then you can apply that and get it up onto one of these simple templatized website platforms such as Shopify or Squarespace or even Wix. And then voila, there you go. You can start to market your products to millions and millions of potential customers. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not want to oversimplify the process of starting an online business, because it does still require a lot of work, a lot of focus, a lot of planning to make sure that you're laying the proper groundwork and foundation for you to have a successful business. But I guess what I'm getting at is that a lot of the technical requirements or technical expertise is no longer really needed to get your business online. If you don't have any previous technical background or anything like that, you can spend just a little bit of time on YouTube looking up videos on how to start a Shopify store or how to start a Squarespace store. And these videos will walk you through step by step how to get pictures on your website, how to get products on your website without having to know or learn a single line of code. And that's the crazy part. You can literally build a website without any coding experience. Now, if you have a little bit of experience, you can do some things with the code that might add some really cool customization to your website. But even still, these platforms have tons of beautiful ready-made templates that do not require you to do anything to the code. You literally just have to upload your images and add your text to the site, and you can be up and running within a short period of time. Now, you might say, I don't know what to sell. Well, the good thing is that you can kind of just take a look at yourself, look at your skill sets, look at what you're good at, and basically come up with a product from that. Are you a graphic designer? Are you a good artist? Do you have expertise, domain expertise in a field that other people want to learn about? Maybe you know how to cook. You have a ton of recipes that you can sell in a digitized format. Maybe you're a graphic artist and you can sell your designs. There's a lot of different things that you can come up with, and you just have to figure out how to structure it or package it in a product format such that you can make it simple and easy for your consumers to learn and know what it is that you're offering. What problem are you solving? What service are you offering? Package it at a reasonable price and get out there and start to market that to potential customers that might want what it is that you're offering. Now, you don't ever want to ever just jump out doing anything without establishing a plan. So before you get down this path, make sure you take some time to be introspective. Think about what it is that you can offer, that you want to offer. Write it down and apply a plan to it, because it'll be so much easier for you to build the website, put everything together once you have a plan. Because if you just start without any sort of structure or guidelines as it relates to what you want to accomplish, you're going to end up finding yourself frustrated, because you're not going to know what direction you're going, what you're doing, if this is something that you don't have experience in. But if you take the time, write it down, really think about what you can offer, what you can sell, what is it that you have that's available that other people want, and you kind of apply some thought to like what your value add is, then it'll be a lot easier for you to lay the groundwork for a potentially successful business. Now, some of the key questions that you want to think about answering as you're putting your website together is, or shall I say they are what, why, and how. What is it that you're offering it? Why does it matter? And how is it going to benefit the potential customer? And as you're putting your website together, as long as you're answering those questions in a very crisp and fluid way, I think it will be, you'll find that it's a lot easier to get your business off the ground. And you can work with a designer, graphic designer, someone to beautify your website. And this is something that you can hire them off of Fiverr for a very low cost, to add logos, add color schemes to your websites to sort of beautify it. But getting the basics and the bones of your website up and running will be very simple for you just by watching a few YouTube videos. And as long as you're answering those questions in the mind of the consumer once they hit your website, the what, the why, and the how, you'll find that it's actually not that difficult to sell your products and your services online. Now, once you have laid the foundation, the groundwork for your website, then you're going to have to start to think about your marketing plan and how you're going to get your business out there. Do you have access to an email list? I mean, I'm sure you have your own personal network. You can assimilate an email list from your personal network, people that you think might be interested in the products and the services that you're offering, and you can start with there. You can reach out to your friends and have them check out your website and give feedback and ask them if they know anyone that would be interested. And these might be things that, seem a little uncomfortable at the beginning, but if you're going to start a business, you have to get used to sales in some format. And I'm not saying you have to be like a consummate vacuum salesman going door to door, but you have to get used to talking about your business in a positive way and making it sound and seem like something that people want to participate in. Because if you're not excited in your business and you can't get people, jumping up for joy and excited about your business, then you're gonna have a very difficult time getting it out there. You want people to be excited about what it is that you're offering, and you should be able to convey that excitement while talking about your business. And that's just one way, leaning in on your own personal network and word of mouth. But there's a lot of digital strategies that you can employ to really start to get your business out there. One of which is using social media, right? So whatever it is that you're structuring your business around, I guarantee that there's a niche out there that already exists, a community that already exists on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, huge audiences that care about what it is that you're offering and selling. So then you have to start to think about your content strategy. What sort of content and value can you put out to the marketplace to create value for others such that they will want to pay attention to your brand and the information that your brand is putting out there, so that you can pique their interest to potentially come to your website and shop with your brand and store. With the brands that I have started, I have had significant success using the Instagrams, the Facebooks, and the YouTubes to generate these audiences. One of the largest brands that I've started is in the sports sector. I also started one in the education sector. And so with understanding what it is that who I'm going after, it was easy for me to find these audiences using the respective targeted hashtags to make sure that I was able to get the content that I was creating in front of the audience that mattered. because as I continue to put that content out there and showed to my target audience that, I had something of value and I was trying to create value for others, it started to develop a following of my brand, which made it easier for me to get people to come to my website from my respective social media pages to shop at my store. Now, again, if you do not have expertise or you feel like you'll be overwhelmed with trying to manage a social channel and drive traffic using social media, you can use platforms like Fiverr and Upwork to get people that will do this for you. You just have to spend a little bit of time with them on the front end to get them familiar with your brand and your brand messaging. What's the voice of the content that you're putting out there, and they can do it for you. You have to manage them a bit and make sure that you're giving them guideposts so that they're doing the right thing. But by bringing people on to help you, you'll find that you'll start to get more done, and it'll keep you from getting overwhelmed with the amount of things that you have to do or having to try to tackle tasks that you feel like you don't necessarily have an expertise in. There's so many freelancers out there on the Upworks and the Fiverrs that, they do this all day long for multiple clients. So they really know what they're doing. They just need a little bit of guidance as it relates to how to, structure the strategy according to your brand or what it is that you're trying to sell. And the type of content that you're creating can consist of videos, it can consist of blog posts, it can consist of very simple graphics that you're putting on your Instagram pages that are related to your brand, right? So you just have to spend a little bit of time and to identify what your content strategy is going to be, what's appropriate for the product or the service that you're trying to sell. Find someone that can help you do this at scale so that you can continue to focus on optimizing your store and, adding new products if that's necessary, while at the same time having someone put that content out there to foster that community so that your brand can develop a following, which will make it easier for you to hopefully sell more products. And again, if we were talking about this like 15 years ago, this literally would not be as simple, right? But now you can get a fully functioning website up and running within a few days. You can hire someone off of one of these freelancer platforms and have content rolling. And, in a matter of a month or so, you can have a full-fledged brand, which to someone who is just seeing it for the first time online, they'll think that it's a, fully established company, not knowing that, this is something that you might have just came up with in your head, in your bedroom and, sent a few emails and then boom, got a business rolling, right? That's kind of the cool part, that you're able to move with such speed and scale by using the technology that's available to us that didn't exist in the same way about 15 years ago. So, what a time to be alive, right? So if you have something that you want to get rolling, just start. Like those hurdles in your head as it relates to like, I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to do that. It's not an excuse anymore. It's very simple to get these things going. Get your website up and running. Get your marketing strategy together after you have your plan set, and then find someone that can help you execute it from a content strategy so you can run your store, have someone getting that information out there for you vis-a-vis social media so that you can start to drive traffic to your store. Now, in addition to using social media, you can also use search engine marketing. We've all heard of Google. Some of us, we've heard of Yahoo and Bing. These are all very large search engines that we can use to drive traffic using search engine marketing. So people are going onto these search engines every single day, typing in keywords, looking for products and services that they want to do business with. So if you think that your product is something that would benefit from search engine marketing, let's say people are looking for a particular keyword or keyword phrase that's related to your business, again, you can find someone on one of these freelance platforms to help you craft and create your search engine marketing strategy such that you can start to drive traffic for people that are looking for those keywords and making sure that your ads are coming up, they're clicking on your ads and coming to your business because they're looking to buy or to do business with whatever it is that you're offering. And don't get overwhelmed with me saying you can add this freelancer and add that freelancer like it's going to be some sort of expensive endeavor. It's actually not. Like, you can find someone to do these tasks for you, $20, $30 at a time. And, if you do that once or twice a week or within a month, that you can manage it according to whatever your budget is. But my point is that it's not extremely expensive to get this going. It's not like you have to hire someone full time and have them on staff and all these crazy sort of things. Like, no, these things that you're doing are task oriented. So you can hire someone on Fiverr to do the task of doing social media posts at whatever respective interval that you think is necessary. Same thing for the search engine marketing. You can have them execute on those tasks whenever you think is necessary so that you can manage it according to your budget. So these are things that you can get up and running and off the ground for not a whole lot of money. And that's super exciting because, not like I said, not too long ago, you would have to have so many resources to be able to do these sorts of things. But now you can literally have a full-fledged business rolling from your kitchen table. And if you don't, just after spending a lot of time thinking about it, you still don't know what to sell, think about what other people are purchasing and become a reseller of those items. Find somewhere that you can get those items for a very low cost where you feel like you can still get some margin and sell those products on your store. I mean, you can go to some of these discount resellers and be a reseller of those products. And I'm talking like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, stores like that where you can find really good products at a very low cost, put them on your website, add your respective markup, and then boom, there you go, right? So if you don't have an idea, then look around you for the products that people are already buying and see how you can get a hand on those same products and sell them at a markup. Another strategy that's not too dissimilar from reselling is called drop shipping, right? And what drop shipping is you basically list a product on your website. You're not holding any inventory for that product, but you're sourcing that product from someone else's website. Let's say an Amazon or AliExpress or something, a site like that, an Etsy, right? And so when someone purchases that item from your website, you then in turn fulfill that order on the third party website and have that product shipped out directly to the customer. So you never touch the product, and basically you're just serving as a facilitator or a middleman to the transaction. So if you don't have your own idea, you can use reselling, you can use drop shipping to get your business up and running. And platforms like Squarespace and Shopify have drop shipping platforms already built into their system. So, they make it super easy for you to really get going so that you can start to generate some revenue. So again, there's literally no excuse for you to not get going. Get out there, get your business up and running, get off your seat, and start your journey towards generating passive income so that you can get on your path toward financial freedom. Like, there's no excuse. Get out there and get it. All right, guys. This episode was brought to you by Clicks Media, where we are focused on giving you the tools and information that you need so that you can start and scale your online business. Hopefully that was helpful. We appreciate you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode.